We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And it's Wade penetrating. The layup missed.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Now Nash, after Roy missed from long range. Sabonis, that's good.
I mean, the NBA is just nuts these days. 6'11" guys like Sabonis, zero fear shooting the rock.
Thompson misses. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. We talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
Uh-oh, great IQ from the young Wade. Decided to keep it, and it paid off.
Nash outside. Roy from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Wade. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wade's got his second bucket.
And he'll free up more space for himself on the perimeter with buckets like that. Wade's smart to get to work inside.
Now here's Nash. With some arc, and the layup is up and in.
And how about that nice finish in traffic by Nash, showing off his soft touch.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Sabonis. Knocked away. 4 on the shot clock. Parker with the steal. He gets that one.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Nash left side. Sabonis. And the three off target.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now, Reza Shea, after Roy missed from long range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Nash. Abdi on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
First team foul.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Wade.
Using every inch of those long arms to D up his opponent. Sabonis carries a lot of defensive versatility.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And here's Nash. Back to Avdia. Clock at 4. Portland needs to get off a shot. A nice shot by Roy. Roy's got 5 points so far. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Roy, that's a two-pointer. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
The Timberwolves, 14.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
For three, there it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. 10 points for him.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat for him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Outside Roy, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Outside for Batum. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Back to Roy. And he converts the layup. Roy's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Ilgauskas. And the jam by Ilgauskas.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down.
Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Hardaway for 3. Rebound by Williams. Timberwolves trail. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
Here's Hardaway. Williams with the block. Ilgauskas, good. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wade, and Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Timberwolves making a change here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Embiid.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Embiid with the steal.
2 minutes remaining.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Murray. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so here's Portland. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there and to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals round.
Second team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Wade.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Outside Hardaway. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Hardaway's got 7 now in this quarter. Embiid with it. 12 points for him. A shot by Wade, wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Here's Miller, and he lays it straight in. Miller's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
That'll be a 5-second call. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers out in front, up by 5. Gonna step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. To the middle. It's stolen by Dang. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Pass to Embiid. And it's denied. Avdia. Portland moving the ball around. Outside for Roy. Good D by Thompson. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Parker. Avdia with the rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
They get it back. Thompson out to Wade. Pass to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wade. Can't hit from in close.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Now Ilgauskas. Back to Nash. Outside Roy. Three-pointer. Rebound by Williams.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Now Nash. Pass to Rizachet. It's Roy on the wing. Now Ilgauskas. Over Williams. And it's Ilgauskas missing. Here's Parker. Avdia with a defensive effort. Trailblazers leading by 4. Parker with the steal. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. 6 on the shot clock. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Nash hit the bucket. Nash has got his second bucket of the night.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
Here's Wade. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Rizachet. And here's Avdia. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. .115 left in the third. Now here's Embiid. 12 points for him. The putback. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Hardaway goes in. Pass to Miller. Back to Hardaway. Screen by Sabonis. Shoots. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Keegan Murray.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Timberwolves trailed by 5.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Out to Nash. Good if it goes. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly.
42. The Timberwolves. 37.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Nash. All the way up top. The kick out to Sabonis. Off target from three-point range.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Minnesota in the lead. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Nash. The kick out to Sabonis. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
By your Trailblazers 15.
Pass to Nash. There's a screen. Good on the three-point shot.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown.
Parker, right side. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Off target from the wing. Portland trailing here. Over to the left wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Back to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Avdia gets the bucket.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Pass to Embiid. Dang for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Parker with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe you pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Nash. Lays it up off the glass.
You can't let Nash get inside like that. He's so nimble and will find a way to finish.
Here's Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
And this team already trusts in Wade's ability to nail the big shot. Very impressive.
Pass to Nash. A 3-ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Nash has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Thompson outside. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside Hardaway. Inside. Here's Ilgauskas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Wade, he's open. Good!
And Wade stepping to the plate in a huge spot. This young man embraces the spotlight.
On the wing, Brandon Roy shoots the three. Knocks down the trifecta.
A great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
Here's Wade. There's the drive. And the baseline jumper, no good. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Back to Embiid. Out to Parker. Lets it go from deep. Off target from downtown. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
I'm Brian Anderson. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Rondo with it. Pass to James. Counted from distance. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Sabonis. The three from Rizachet. The rebound by Allen. Here's James. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Confidence and LeBron James go together. Knows when to float the jumper off. That time, great touch.
Here's Nash. And here's Sabonis outside. Boston with a rebound. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
To the middle. Here's Sabonis. And that time also a missed shot.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
And James gets it to go. James has got 11 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Sabonis outside. Knocks down the long J.
Well, that's a bonus right there to have DeMontis step out and shoot the 3 and stretch out the defense.
James can't get it to go. Blazers trail by 8. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Nash. Here's Roy. The rebound by Allen. James inside. Missed it. 5 for 7 from the field. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Nash. The layup off target. Boston leading by 8. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Denny Avdia.
So hard to contain LeBron. He's explosive and clever and unpredictable. It's kind of a nightmare for any defense.
Both free throws good from James. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Nash. To the right side. The 3 from Rizachet. The rebound by Allen. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Pass to James. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
.107 left in the opening quarter. Roy can't get it to go.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Now here's Love. No points yet. 4 on the clock. It's James with the drive. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Off the outside. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Calling for the ball and then delivering. Nice shot by Apia.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. James outside. Pass to Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. The team is pumped.
21.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Blazers trail by 15. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now Morant. Shots blocked. For 3, Hardaway. And it's Martin with the rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Morant with the bucket.
There isn't a single move that Ja can't pull off. The floater's no problem for him.
Here's Roy. No points so far. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Morant on his way, and then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Outside Hardaway. Morant with a defensive effort.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Pass to Chandler. And stolen by Hardaway. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, knocked backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. And there's the foul. That's going to belong to Tim Hardaway. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Celtics making a change here. Morant into the lane. Pass to Chandler. Here's Christie. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Roy. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. And Miller good for 3. Miller's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Right side Morant. Here's Ainge. The shake. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
2 minutes.
Here's Hardaway. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there were a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Ilgauskas gets the bucket.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And it's Chandler missing. Blazers trail by 15. Hardaway from outside. The rebound by Chandler.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Martin outside. Here's Morant. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Morant's got 8 here in this quarter.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Cummings. Up again. The rebound by Chandler. Boston leading by 17. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Pass to Moncrief. Screen by James. Here he goes. A nice shot by Moncrief. Moncrief's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And so it's Boston. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Outside Hardaway. He's off on that one. Love with the defensive effort. Up top, Allen. It's James on the wing. Allen a screen. Got a piece of it. Miller outside. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Roy. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. Roy's got 5 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And it's Love missing. Blazers trail by 18. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Inside. Here's Ilgauskas.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's James. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh?
Powered down with both hands.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Allen on the wing. Wide open look. Rebounded by Ilgauskas.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to Cummings. From downtown. Hardaway, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's James. Outside for Love. The shot's good on the assist by James. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love is awesome at reading the defense. When they're not up on him, he's going to let it rip.
Here's Hardaway. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hardaway's got 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
On the floor for your Trailblazers, number 5, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Boston leading by 18. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And James gets it to go.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Pass to Avdia. Takes the 3. The rebound by Allen. And it's the Celtics ball. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Here's Rondo. To the paint. Here's James.
Incredible feel for the game. LeBron knows when it's his job to set the tone offensively.
Shot from the wing. That one's good for 2. Nash has got his first 2 points of the night.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Pass to Sabonis. Over to the wing. The 3 from Riza Shea. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Riza Shea's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Avdia. There's the 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
There's a screen by Love. James attacking. Oh, and the jam by James.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Boston.
34. The Celtics, 55.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Boston leading by 21. They set a pick. Pass to Christie. Here's Bradley. The three is up. Nails it from three. Bradley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Throw it down on the lob.
Well, he's always a threat down there around the rim. Throw the ball up. Let Tyson go get it.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
For three, Hardaway. Boston pulls it in.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Morant. Driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Risacher. Now Portland with it. Here's Sabonis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. To the inside. Ball stolen. Here's Risacher. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Avdia left side. Here's Nash. Sabonis outside. Again, the miss by Portland.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Morant. Banked it in off the glass.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And here's Sabonis outside.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And he gets it to go.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Sabonis. Shot to stop the run. Drains the triple.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Here's Nash. Oh, sweet move. Avdia from outside. Another three for Portland.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pure from three-point range. Sabonis has got 6 in the quarter.
And this is how confident Sabonis has become, ready to fire as soon as he gets it. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for LeBron James.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop. Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
The assist, Ja Morant.
1:04 left in the fourth. Sabonis outside. Launches a three. Love grabs the miss. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's James. Got it. James has got 41.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Bradley. Right side Moran. Here's James. Misses the layup. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Avdia. Here's Roy. Again, the miss by Portland. Here's Christie. Now, here is James. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.